Welcome to Tuesday. And yesterday didn't actually get any trade, and somehow I haven't really been connected until right now. So I think we can try to see what you are expecting during the New York session of Tuesday. So this Tuesday, and what can we see? The market hasn't really delivered to this weekly order block or this daily fair value gap that I was talking about yesterday. Wanted to see the market deliver into that, then spool higher, but that didn't happen, right? And sometimes the market usually, if most of the individuals want to see the market drop to this fair value gap and then continue higher, then the market, what most of the time will happen is the market will just spool going higher. And what you can see on Monday rallied higher, then on Tuesday we did create that immediate rebalance with the Friday's high, and then the market has been spooling since then. What you're seeing currently is this rejection. We have a small rejection that is currently happening. This candle has 8 hours before it closes, so it's a matter of can we expect maybe a continuation or going higher, or can we maybe this candle, because it has really expanded, could we see consolidation, so that as of tomorrow we might be forming a fair value gap of which we can continue higher. So we need to have all these into consideration, because this candle might have already expanded. The maximum daily expansion might have already happened, so we just keep waiting. And how can we determine that? How can we predetermine that? We need to drop off the lower time frames. Remember, we don't have anything to target going higher. We don't have any draw on liquidity right now. The market is just pushing higher and higher above the all-time highs, creating new all-time highs. So we did sweep that target that we wanted to see earlier this week, but now we'll need to identify another target. So this candle has 34 minutes before it closes, and whatever we are seeing is we have a small fair value gap. It's too minute. It's a fair value gap that we are forcing to see. Also, we had created another fair value gap at this point in time. The market did spool above this weekly high, which was my target of this level. But thing is, that's why it's not ideal for us to be trading against the trend, right? You see, the trend was actually bullish, but when we wanted to see the market dropping, going lower, we were trying to look for selling opportunities towards this daily fair value gap, but what we saw is that didn't actually play out. If an individual had taken a short position towards this daily fair value gap, I think their stop losses were taken, right? So after seeing that the market is expanding, and what we're seeing is nice rejections. We're seeing this rejection. Also, we have another rejection. Is it possible that in the next 33 minutes, I think we will be confirming this 4-hour fair value gap? Hopefully outside here it isn't too loud for you guys. I don't think my camera is that clear. I don't know. Let me wipe it. There we go. Right. All right. So we have that 4-hour fair value gap over there. Come on. So we have the 4-hour FVG. Should be bottom right instead of left. So same to this other one. We have a 4-hour fair value gap. This moment in time, is it likely that we might see a price delivering to that fair value gap? To me, not really. It's low probability. So we have the 4-hour fair value gaps, and this range wanted to see the market drop to discount levels, then sell off. That actually didn't happen, so I'll get rid of that. Now we have another fair value area being confirmed. 1, 2, 3. So those are price legs confirmed. So at this previous week's high, that is a 4-hour fair value gap being confirmed. The market didn't really tap into it at this moment in time, and yeah, so we need to identify we are longs. maybe if the market shows us that the market will be dropping, going lower, could we see deliverance to these 4-hour fair value gaps, of which we can expect a continuation going higher? Also, to confirm that, we need to drop onto the 1-hour time frame, so that of the 1 hour we'll know what is happening. So this current candle has 31 minutes before it closes. What you're seeing is the market is currently sweeping the London highs, this indicator. All right, so currently what you're seeing is the market is currently sweeping the London highs. We have this fair value gap at this moment in time below this bullish order block, but not really confirmed, because we need to see a candle closing above that. Then we had this swing low that formed here, which is a 4-hour fair value gap that the market reacted of these fair value gap that was formed during the Asia session, right? So the market is bullish. So what we want to see is maybe a price deliver to these key levels, of which we can also try to look for long positions. So possibly, to me, I will be if the market reverses, maybe I will watch what will be happening around this 4-hour fair value gap. But for now, just chilling, waiting for more confirmations. It is the New York time. The New York time might just open, spool lower into those fair value gaps. You can see the New York session has just started, so we might maybe expect to see the market delivering to these. Is it likely we might see the market deliver to that 4-hour fair value gap? Yeah, because one candle dropping heavily lower, it's possible. Then maybe we can see how the market will react to this fair value gap. I'm not saying I'm kind of bearish, I'm just bullish. I want to engage in bullish prices. So until I see maybe price delivering to this key level, and maybe towards this other one, if possible, to me it's low probability to see price deliver to this, then we can engage for gold. So that is gold. Let's try to see what EU has. All right, so we need to ensure that these they are visible on the 4-hour and below. So visibility below, this other one, visibility below, nice one. So let's observe EU and GEO. So of the daily time frame, what is the market telling us? I remember we wanted to see the market deliver into this weekly fair value gap, right? I wanted to see the market deliver to that weekly fair value gap, and the long-term target, if we go to the weekly time frame, I want to see the market deliver to this weekly fair value gap, then push towards this weekly fair value gap, as well as this long-term target. So what are we seeing of the daily time frame? What we can see is it seems we are sweeping the previous week's high, right? Last week Tuesday we have swept this weekly high, and we haven't really we are not running liquidities. What we want to see, if we want to engage going higher, we want to see a run of liquidities, but we are currently rejecting maybe going lower. This candle is currently printing a bearish. We have seen the upper wick being formed. We are at a key level. I don't know, let me clear some lower time frame markups. I was doing my analysis yesterday. Yeah, yesterday we had some nice price action. After the open, the market had swept all these liquidities below here. The market then displaced higher. After manipulation, after sweeping the Asia lows, we pushed higher, created that change in state of delivery, forming that fair value gap. Around this point, we had a 15 minutes fair value gap, of which a trade was taken, and you can see we have that 1 to 2, but I didn't really take that. I was kind of paper reading, so it was a good price action that presented. So since we have all that done, now going back to the daily time frame, what you're seeing is price is currently moving towards after sweeping the highs, we are currently below the opening, because this is the opening price of this candle, we are below that. We have swept all these liquidities as well as all that. If the market maybe will be bearish, right, where can the market rally to first? We have this daily low that we can see the market pushing to, right, that daily low, because that's a major liquidity pool that can attract the market. So all right, at that moment in time, what are we seeing is the market is has been bullish as of Monday. You can see Monday, Sunday, Monday, and then we reached that high, we swept that high, and we are currently displacing lower. And what I'm seeing is, if this fair value area, because it has been utilized, we have these the fair value area high, this candle utilized it, we stung into it, created this bullish engulfing candle, we expanded higher, but again in the next this candle that will be closing in the next 26 minutes will be closing below that. And if we see a fair value area being disrespected, then usually want to see the fair value area low being taken. So with this candle being so heavily bearish, it doesn't actually mean that we are bearish. A good example is this expansive bullish candle. That actually doesn't really mean that we are bullish, right? Because if you have seen this and maybe taken a trade at that point because of the candle, then you can see how that choice would have been detrimental, right? So with this bearish candle, if the market continues showing signs of going lower, then might be targeting these daily fair major liquidity pool, as well as we have this 4-hour fair value gap. All right, so we have the 4-hour FEG, as well as we have this PDL. Oh no, bottom right, there we go. So we want to see the market over here. We can have some resistance at this moment in time, but because we are moving deeper into that fair value area, then I will be anticipating to see the fair value area low being taken. Also we can also see the 1-hour fair value areas being disrespected. We have the market forming a sharp turn. We have this fair value gap into this major liquidity pool, swept that, and we are having another bearish fair value gap. This is what creates the upper wick. You can see from the daily time frame we had that long wick. It means we have a fair value gap into that major liquidity pool and a fair value gap out of that. So I'm really watching how the market will be. Let's see. Yeah, we also have this yesterday's London session, which is a major liquidity pool at this moment. So we might, or what I am really anticipating is to see price deliver towards this low. Then we can watch, can it really deliver towards this fair value gap? All right, because we've seen that, I can maybe hide this, and then let's see what the 30 minutes time frame is printing. So 30 minutes we have those fair value gaps being formed, and 15 minutes we have this market structure shift. We formed that fair value gap at that moment in time. We traded into it, dropped, we've been dropping, so forming fair value gaps. So yeah, more likely watching to see this previous day's low being taken for EU, and I think it's similar for pound dollar, but this one seems to be more stronger. So if we go back to the daily time frame, also want to see price deliver to this weekly fair value gap. What we've seen is we swept that last week's high, and there's something I'm noticing from the daily time frame. We're having an SMT being formed because the current candle for GU has swept the previous candle's high. Do we have, yeah, it also swept, we also swept, so it's not actually an SMT, but can see the this one, the pound is more bearish. We have swept that, also swept these major liquidity pools. We are pushing back. If the market will be really dropping, this is the level I will be watching for. The previous day's low, we have this swing low, which I think will be clear of the lower time frame, because it will be a fair value area low of other. Yeah, you can see it's a fair value area, a weak fair value area, because price we had this candle or this high being above this, so it's a 3 price legs. Then price seems to be disrespecting this fair value area. We have that for our fair value gap, but to me, not really expecting to see price push higher of that. I want to see continuation towards this swing low, the fair value areas low, and then possibly into this weekly fair value gap, of which we will be determining whether price will continue. So nicely printing. I think also pound is nicely displacing lower. Go to the 15 minutes. Yeah, we had that high being maintained, change in state of delivery. We are forming fair value gaps, not really traded into, and yeah, the next 20 minutes this candle will be closing. I don't know whether we will be waiting for a fair value gap to be confirmed, but this is the low I'm anticipating to see the market drop to. And yeah, if I find a nice setup to engage with, I can maybe engage going lower, but for now, just watching to see if a confirmation is just given to us. If a fair value gap is given, then we maybe enter one trade, then see how the market will react with our trade. So we are seeing gold is really pushing. Gold is pushing higher. Yeah, I'm not really now anticipating any drop off. Yeah, we might continue being bullish, going higher. So we'll try, if we find a setup, maybe via Telegram, let's link up there, and I will be sending my thoughts over there. So till next time, guys, be safe.